Good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining us tonight at EmoNews. I'm Rick Francis, and this is a news package for August 19, 2025. Let's take a look at the headlines. West Indies women head to Chennai to participate in strategic development camp. CAF approves close to $500,000 in grant funding to Barbados to boost cultural tourism and creative economy during hosting of CariFesta 15. Dominica awards scholarships to 4 students. U.S. State Department revokes 6,000 student visas. All coming up on EmoNews.
For over 47 years, the National Bank of Dominica Limited has been a cornerstone of our nation's development, standing by our customers at every step. Together, we are shaping a brighter future. We recognize that every journey is different, and we are dedicated to nurturing meaningful relationships. We are here to understand your needs and support your goals. Our personalized services are designed to provide the peace of mind you deserve wherever life takes you. Trust us to be there when it counts, offering solutions that evolve with you. More than just a bank, we're a true partner in your success. From expert financial advice to dedicated customer support, we're always ready to assist, ensuring you have what you need at every turn. Let's build a future that is brighter, stronger, and full of opportunity. With NBD, you have a partner invested in your success today, tomorrow, and always.
Welcome back, everyone. First up in local news, the Dominica Electricity Services Limited, DOMLEC, has once again invested in the nation's youth through its annual scholarship program. This year, 4 students, namely Nyla Bruno, Kadisha Esprit, Jediah Sylvain, and Naomi John, were awarded scholarships to begin secondary school in September. The students will be attending the Arthur Waldron Academy, Dominica Grammar School, and Convent High School. The program, which has been running for over 30 years, has supported hundreds of students across Dominica. Scholarships last for 5 years. Mr. Earl Bruno gave the students some safety moments.
Safety isn't just about avoiding accidents. It's about making choices that protect your future. Your brain, your body, and your future are priceless. You only get one, so take care of it every day. Here are a few quick reminders to help you protect yourself. 1. On the road. Whether walking, cycling, or in a vehicle, stay alert. Just as the scholarship invests in your education, you must invest in your own well-being. Protect your mind and your body like the priceless, one-of-a-kind device they are. Because unlike a phone, you can't replace them. Stay smart, stay safe, and make your future as bright as this moment today. Thank you.
At the ceremony, Acting HR Officer Janelle Junker Darimper reminded recipients that DOMLEC is helping to shape the future as part of its corporate responsibility. She also shared words of advice with the students.
We recognize that the growth of our country requires more than electricity to power homes and businesses. It requires the light of knowledge, the spark of creativity, and the energy of young minds prepared to transform challenges into opportunities. This scholarship is both a reward and a responsibility. We expect you to carry it with pride and purpose. Strive for excellence in everything that you do, not just in the classroom, but in your character, your values, and in your service to others. As we move forward, remember that challenges will come, but so too will opportunities. If you can meet with triumph and disaster and treat those 2 imposters just the same, you will discover the strength and wisdom to rise above every circumstance and fulfill your highest potential. Thank you once again, and congratulations on your achievements.
The scholarship package covers books, stationery, transportation allowance, and examination fees. Let's hear from the students.
A pleasant good morning to you all. On behalf of the other students and myself, I would like to express my heartfelt gratitude to Dominic for their generous support and recognition for this scholarship. Your investment in my education is not just a financial aid, but a vote of confidence in my potential. As part of the responsibilities that comes with this scholarship, I pledge to work diligently, make the most of this opportunity, and strive for excellence in all aspects of my academic journey. Once again, thank you.
Castle Bruce Family and Friends Reunion 2025 came to a close on Sunday with the parish feast celebration under the patronage of Her Excellency Sylvanie Burton, President of the Dominica, and the other ministers of cabinet at the end of Mass. President Burton took the salute from the Castle Bruce Scout Troop. A village expo was held about 4 in the afternoon where villagers sold local produce and eats and drink and displayed artifacts from the past.
As part of the Castle Bruce reunion, the class of 85 to 90 has honored some of our former teachers, namely Jovin Joseph, our parliamentary representative Octavia Bonnie Alfred, Valentin Baptiste, and Jacinta Banis. All of the names called are former teachers of the Castle Bruce Primary School. We decided to honor our former teachers as part of giving back to our alma mater, the Castle Bruce Primary School. We also plan to donate school supplies to the primary school, and we also have assisted one of our former classmates by giving him a few supplies as well.
Faith, Hope, and Love Ministries in Tennessee once again donates to underprivileged persons in Dominica. The ministry, led by Castle Bruce native John Veen and his wife Judith, has done similar acts all over the world. Pastor John Finn describes his ministry this week in Castle Bruce. Let's listen.
It is indeed a pleasure to be in Dominica, the land of my birth, and we are Faith, Hope, and Love Church in Nashville, Tennessee, and this is part of the mission department where we always give to several countries. We've given to Barbados, to Guyana, it's all countries in Africa, and so we've given to Dominica several times. But this time, because of the Castle Bruce reunion, we felt that we wanted to do something to support the reunion in Castle Bruce, and that's why we are here, to make things accessible to those who want them. Whatever it is that we could find, we purchased to help the Castle Bruce reunion. So we are indeed happy to be here. It's exciting, it's hard working, but it is exciting for us to be here to contribute to the Castle Bruce reunion effort.
A teenager himself, Don Farino Coffey, has become a published author with his first book, Thoughts of the Teenage Mind. Don is presently at medical school following in the footsteps of his parents, Drs. Faro and Charlotte Coffey. Don shares some insights about the book with EmoNews.
Hi, my name is Don Farino Coffey. I am 18 years old and I am the author of Thoughts of the Teenage Mind. This book is a collection of 31 poems that I have crafted over the last year and a half or so. It can be found on Amazon. Just type in Thoughts of the Teenage Mind. It's sold for $15.99 on Amazon, $35 EC if you meet me face to face. Some of the poems I wrote are about self-acceptance, thoughts running through your head, the grandeur of life, and so much more.
The book was launched at a book signing on Friday evening at the People's Pentecostal Church, where a panel discussion was held with youth panelists sharing in some of the issues Don talks about his book. Persons were also able to purchase autographed copy there. You can check the live on EmoNews. 7 contestants will take center stage this October in the highly anticipated Miss World Duet Pageant 2025. They are Dendra Smith from Massac, Mianka Elize, Grand Bay, sponsored by Grand Bay Cooperative Credit Union, Naya Massicot from Pebush, Kinaje Felix Girodel Egliston, Ashante Paul Jimit, Debbie Dawe from Newtown, Zebediah Maxwell from Taru. The official launch of the pageant was held on Friday, August 15, at the Old Mill Cultural Center. All the best to the ladies. And moving on to regional news, reggae legend Sizzla Kalonji has been honored in Florida for his outstanding contribution to music and culture. On August 3rd, as part of Jamaica's 63rd independence celebrations, Sizzla received the key to the city of Lauderdale from Mayor Dennis D. Grant at a special ceremony. Known worldwide for nearly 3 decades as a leading voice in conscious reggae and the Rastafari movement, Sizzla also received a U.S. congressional citation from Congresswoman Sheila Shafilus McCormick, recognizing him as a cultural ambassador. With more than 3 decades in the business, Sizzla Kalonji remains an essential voice in the world of reggae. His work, driven by a love of Rastafari culture and the defense of human values, continues to inspire artists and listeners around the world. These honors highlight Sizzla's enduring impact on reggae, his role in promoting Rastafari values, and the unifying power of his music. Shellyan Aki Solomon wins Entrepreneur Excellence Award at 2025 Caribbean Posh Icon Women Awards. Trinidadian-born digital strategist and global business mentor Shellyan Aki Solomon has been named the winner of the prestigious Entrepreneur Excellence Award at the 2025 Caribbean Posh Icon Woman Awards. Chosen from among 24 nominees representing 14 Caribbean islands, her win highlights her transformative impact across the region and beyond. The award honors visionary entrepreneurs who are scaling businesses, shifting mindsets, and leading with purpose. Shellyan, who launched her journey with just $40, has built a 7-figure global coaching business empowering women in over 29 countries through her Life by Design framework. Reacting to the win, she said, "I appreciate this award and receive it with grace and gratitude. Cheers to Caribbean women." Founded by Janet Breen, the Caribbean Posh Icon Women Awards celebrates trailblazing women shaping diverse industries. Shellyan's recognition stands as both a personal milestone and a broader symbol of Caribbean's women's growing influence in global entrepreneurship. Barbados has received a $225,000 grant from the Development Bank of Latin America and the Caribbean to support CariFesta 15, the region's top arts festival. Set to return after 6 years, the event will promote cultural tourism and the creative economy. Government officials say the funding will help boost regional talent and economic growth through the arts. Also in Barbados, in a national address on Sunday, Prime Minister Mia Mottley affirmed that Barbados will never sell its citizenship, even as the government moves forward with modernizing its immigration and nationality laws. She highlighted the Immigration Bill in 2025 and the Citizenship Bill 2025, which are currently under consultation in Parliament, as part of efforts to create a fairer and more transparent system. Motley emphasized the Barbadian passport, recognized as one of the strongest in the region and globally, is not for sale, but rather a symbol of national identity. The proposed reforms aim to grant citizenship to descendants of Barbadians, extend preferential treatment to CARICOM nationals, and offer a compassionate path to permanent residence for others, including spouses of Barbadians. Now moving on to international news. The State Department has cancelled over 6,000 international student visas due to violations of U.S. law and overstays. According to the agency, most of these violations involved assault, driving under the influence, DUI, burglary, and support for terrorism. This action is part of the ongoing efforts by the Trump administration to intensify its enforcement on immigration and international students. Also in the US, talks on the war in Ukraine took center stage at the White House today. US President Donald Trump met with Ukraine's President Volodymyr Zelensky and several European leaders, with discussions focusing on possible steps toward ending the conflict. President Trump confirmed that he placed a 40-minute call to Russian President Vladimir Putin. The aim, he says, is to arrange a meeting between Putin and Zelensky. Zelensky described today's talks as very good, revealing that sensitive issues such as security guarantees were discussed. He added that he is ready to meet Putin in a bilateral setting. Trump says those guarantees would be provided by European nations, with the United States serving in a coordinating role. On the issue of a ceasefire, Trump argued it was not necessary to begin negotiations. However, French President Emmanuel Macron and German Chancellor Friedrich Merz insisted that a ceasefire must be part of any peace process. The talks mark a significant diplomatic push, but whether they will lead to direct negotiations between Ukraine and Russia remains uncertain. And that's all for international news. Stay tuned for the sports segment after this short message.
Let Instacash help you get the kids ready for school with the DNL Back to School Instacash promotion. For every Instacash ticket purchase, your ticket could say you've won cash, you've won groceries, or you've won school supplies instantly. One lucky customer will win $5,000. Promotion runs from August 8th to the 11th of September 2025. Instacash tickets are available from all lottery agents island-wide. It's fast, it's easy, and you win instantly.
Instacash, let me play.
Welcome to the sports segment. Up first, Dominica's athletes made history at the 2025 NACAC Senior Championships in Freeport, Bahamas, with two remarkable performances that highlight the strength and potential of Dominican athletics on the international stage. Denick Luke delivered a spectacular race in the 400-meter hurdles, clocking 48.82 seconds, finishing fourth in the finals. This outstanding performance not only marked a season's best, but also established a new national record for Dominica. Trainees Hamilton rose to the occasion in the shot put, throwing a massive 17.29 meters. This achievement sets a brand new season's best. Trainees finished 7th overall. Congratulations to Denick and trainees for proudly flying the Nature Isles flag high in Bahamas. 15 of the region's top female cricketers have begun a specialized 2-week training camp at the Chennai Super Kings Academy in India as part of Cricket West Indies CWI ongoing India development program. Led by head coach Marisa Aguilera and a supporting staff, the team departed Barbados on August 12 for the camp, which runs from August 13 to 30. The program focuses on improving performance against spin bowling and includes practice matches, technical training, mental conditioning, and cultural adaptation. The players will train under the same elite coaching team that previously worked with the male contingent, benefiting from world-class facilities and expertise in Chennai. During the July 17 to 20 International Cricket Council's ICC annual conference held in Singapore, Cricket West Indies CWI leadership presented the organization's bold vision for greater collaboration across the Americas. In addition to the ICC's full member stakeholders, the conference brought together representatives from the cricket associations in the Americas, including USA, Canada, Mexico, Brazil, Argentina, Bermuda, and the Bahamas, all committed harnessing the sport's surging popularity throughout the Western Hemisphere. CWI CEO Chris Dering said the regional body proudly embraces its role as the ICC full member in the Americas and argued that establishing an organization like FECA would go along towards unlocking tremendous opportunities for growth, competition, and regional engagement. Elevating the sport in a wider hemisphere benefits us all by connecting the emerging markets in the Americas with our own established structures. We can efficiently create more competition, matches, and exposure at every level for both ICC associate member countries and countries under the aegis of Cricket West Indies, said Daring. And that's all for the sports segment tonight. Stay tuned for the weather report from the Dominica Meteorological Service.
Good day to you. This is the weather broadcast from the main studio at GMIT for today, August 19th, 2025. We start off today with a look at the tropics, and we find Hurricane Erin to the east of the Bahamas. But of concern to us in the Caribbean are these two tropical waves, one in the central tropical Atlantic near about 42 degrees west, and the other in the far eastern tropical Atlantic. The one in the far eastern tropical Atlantic has a 30% chance of developing into a tropical cyclone over the next 7 days, and the one nearest to us, near 42 degrees west, has a 60% chance of development over the next 7 days and a 10% chance of development over the next 2 days. We find that Dominica and the rest of the northern part of the Lesser Antilles are in this area of concern if this tropical wave does continue to develop on its approach to the Lesser Antilles. We will continue to monitor the situation and provide updates as we get them. We now move on to our satellite imagery, and we find this elongated mass of moisture associated with the tropical wave near 42 degrees west, and this area slightly more compact convection associated with the one near in the far eastern Atlantic. As we come a little closer to home, we do find the axis of another tropical wave, and this one is affecting the island and the rest of the Lesser Antilles today. We do observe that this tropical wave has less moisture, less enhanced clouds associated with it as it's continuing to affect the area. And as we zoom a little closer to home, we see that this tropical wave has resulted in mostly cloudy skies, particularly in the central and eastern parts of the island during the morning so far, with more periods of sunshine occurring in western communities. And as we move on to radar imagery, it indicated some scattered showers across the area, some light to moderate showers occurring at times. No haze is being observed across the island throughout the day so far. However, we do anticipate an increase in concentration later tonight into tomorrow and possibly lingering into Thursday. So tonight's weather is expected to be sort of similar to today, mostly cloudy, slightly hazy with some scattered showers. Expect a slight increase in winds, with winds gusting, particularly in elevated areas. Temperatures are expected to be down to about 25 to 26 degrees Celsius in coastal communities and about 22 degrees Celsius in the interior. So over the next 3 days, tomorrow Wednesday, slightly drier conditions are anticipated, occasionally cloudy and hazy conditions with isolated showers. Similar conditions are expected into Thursday. However, by Thursday night, the tropical wave near 42 degrees west is expected to begin affecting the area, resulting in an increase in moisture. So conditions on Friday are expected to be mostly cloudy, possibly overcast at times, with scattered showers and possible thunderstorm activity. Those of you in areas prone to flooding, landslides, and falling rocks, be advised for these changing conditions overnight Thursday into Friday. The next 3 days are expected to remain relatively warm, with daytime temperatures peaking up to 34 degrees Celsius into Thursday. However, slightly cooler on Friday, down to about 30 degrees Celsius. Nighttime temperatures are expected to be warm as well, 25 to 24 degrees Celsius, and down to about 23 degrees Celsius on Friday. Winds are expected to be out of the northeast, with winds weakening as we go into Thursday to about 25 kilometers, and a slight change in direction, a more southerly component expected following that tropical wave on Friday out of the south near 20 kilometers per hour. Seas are expected to remain slight to moderate into Friday, with waves peaking on the east coast to about 5 feet. The sun will rise tomorrow at 5:51 a.m. and will set at 6:26 p.m. The first high tide tomorrow will be at 1:40 a.m. and the first low tide at 9:02 a.m. Remember that we are in the hurricane season, we're in the peak of the season. Do continue to stay informed and to be prepared. For updated information, you can go ahead and scan this QR code to gain access to our WhatsApp channel or visit our Facebook and Instagram platforms. Thank you for joining us today. Until next time.
And that's all for tonight's news segment. I'm Rick Francis. You're watching EmoNews, every moment online. Have a good evening.